John Carmack stands as one of the most influential and revolutionary figures in the history of computer programming and video game development. A technical genius whose innovations fundamentally transformed how we interact with digital worlds and pushed the boundaries of what was possible with consumer computing hardware. Born in 1970 in Roland Park, Kansas, Carmack would become synonymous with groundbreaking game engines, cutting-edge graphics programming, and a relentless pursuit of technical excellence that would inspire generations of programmers and game developers. The early years of Carmack's life were marked by an insatiable curiosity about computers and programming that manifested even before he reached high school. Growing up during the personal computer revolution of the 1980s, he was among the first generation of programmers to have access to relatively affordable home computers, which allowed him to develop his skills through countless hours of experimentation and self-directed learning. His passion for programming was evident from an early age, as he spent his teenage years mastering assembly language programming and developing an intuitive understanding of computer hardware that would later prove invaluable in his professional career. Carmack's approach to programming was characterized by a deep understanding of computer architecture and an almost obsessive attention to performance optimization. Unlike many programmers who focused on higher-level abstractions, he delved into the lowest levels of computer systems, understanding exactly how processors executed instructions and how memory systems worked. This foundational knowledge allowed him to write code that squeezed every possible cycle of performance from hardware, a skill that would become crucial in the demanding world of real-time graphics programming. The journey that would establish Carmack as a legendary figure in game development began in the early 1990s when he co-founded ID Software with John Romero, Tom Hall, and Adrian Carmack. The company was born out of a shared vision to create games that pushed the technical boundaries of what was possible on personal computers, and Carmack's programming expertise was the engine that would make this vision a reality. The collaborative dynamic at ID Software during its early years was characterized by a unique blend of technical innovation and creative ambition, with Carmack providing the technological foundation that allowed the team to realize increasingly ambitious game concepts. One of Carmack's first major breakthroughs came with the development of smooth scrolling technology for side-scrolling games on personal computers. At the time, most PC games were limited to static screens or jerky movement because of hardware limitations. But Carmack developed innovative techniques that allowed for smooth, console-quality scrolling on PC hardware. This achievement caught the attention of Nintendo and demonstrated his ability to overcome seemingly insurmountable technical challenges through creative programming solutions. However, it was Carmack's work on three-dimensional graphics that would truly revolutionize the gaming industry and establish him as one of the most important programmers of his generation. His development of the game engine for Wolfenstein 3D in 1992 marked a watershed moment in gaming history, as it demonstrated that personal computers could render real-time, three-dimensional environments with sufficient speed and quality to create engaging gaming experiences. The technical achievement represented by Wolfenstein 3D cannot be overstated, as it essentially created the first-person shooter genre and established the foundation for countless games that would follow. The engine behind Wolfenstein 3D showcased Carmack's genius for optimization and his understanding of the mathematical principles underlying three-dimensional graphics. He developed efficient algorithms for ray casting that could render pseudo-three-dimensional environments in real time on relatively modest hardware, using techniques that maximize performance while maintaining visual quality. The success of Wolfenstein 3D validated his approach to game development and established ID Software as a major player in the emerging PC gaming market. Building on the success of Wolfenstein 3D, Carmack began work on what would become his most famous and influential creation, the Doom engine. Released in 1993, Doom represented a quantum leap forward in both technical sophistication and gameplay innovation. The engine incorporated true three-dimensional rendering techniques, dynamic lighting effects, and support for complex level geometry that far exceeded anything that had been achieved in previous games. The technical innovations in Doom were so advanced that they influenced not only game development, but also the broader field of computer graphics programming. The Doom engine demonstrated Carmack's ability to solve complex mathematical and algorithmic problems in real-time graphics rendering. He developed efficient methods for handling binary space partitioning, texture mapping, and lighting calculations that allowed the game to run smoothly on the hardware of the day. The engine's architecture was also remarkably forward-thinking, with modular design principles that made it possible to create tools for level editing and game modification that would spawn an entire community of amateur game developers and level designers. Perhaps even more significant than the technical achievements of Doom was Carmack's decision to embrace the modding community and to support user-generated content. He understood that providing players with the tools to create their own levels and modifications would extend the life of the game and create a vibrant ecosystem around ID Software's products. This philosophy of openness and community engagement became a hallmark of Carmack's approach to game development and helped establish many of the principles that continue to guide the gaming industry today. Following the success of Doom, Carmack continued to push the boundaries of real-time graphics with the development of the Quake engine. Released in 1996, Quake represented another major leap forward in gaming technology, featuring fully three-dimensional models, advanced lighting effects, and support for hardware acceleration that took advantage of emerging graphics cards. The Quake engine was notable not only for its technical achievements, but also for its influence on the broader gaming industry, as it established many of the conventions and techniques that would become standard in first-person shooters and other three-dimensional games. The development of Quake also showcased Carmack's ability to anticipate and adapt to changing hardware trends. He recognized that dedicated graphics hardware would become increasingly important for gaming, and he designed the Quake engine to take advantage of these new capabilities while maintaining compatibility with software rendering for users without specialized hardware. This forward-thinking approach helped establish the foundation for the modern gaming industry, where dedicated graphics cards are considered essential for high-performance gaming. Throughout his career at ID Software, Carmack was known for his meticulous attention to detail and his commitment to technical excellence. He approached programming with the mindset of a craftsman, constantly refining his techniques and seeking more efficient ways to achieve his goals. His code was renowned for its elegance and efficiency, with many of his algorithms becoming standard techniques taught in computer graphics courses and used by developers throughout the industry. Carmack's influence extended beyond the specific games and engines he created to his role as a thought leader and educator within the programming community. He was generous with his knowledge, frequently sharing insights about graphics programming techniques and optimization strategies through technical presentations, interviews, and online discussions. His willingness to explain complex technical concepts in accessible terms helped educate a generation of programmers and contributed to the rapid advancement of real-time graphics technology. The impact of Carmack's work on the gaming industry cannot be overstated. The engines he developed at ID Software powered not only the company's own games, but also numerous third-party titles, establishing a business model where engine licensing became a significant revenue stream. This approach influenced the entire industry, with many companies following ID Software's example by developing engines that could be licensed to other developers, leading to more rapid innovation and higher quality games across the industry. Beyond his technical contributions, Carmack played a crucial role in establishing the cultural and ethical frameworks that continue to guide the gaming industry. His commitment to performance optimization and technical excellence set standards that other developers aspired to meet, while his support for modding communities and user-generated content helped establish gaming as a participatory medium where players could become creators. After leaving ID Software in 2013, Carmack took on a new challenge as Chief Technology Officer at Oculus VR, the virtual reality company that was later acquired by Facebook. His move to virtual reality represented a natural evolution of his career, as VR gaming required many of the same optimization techniques and performance considerations that had defined his work in traditional gaming. At Oculus, he applied his expertise in real-time graphics and performance optimization to the unique challenges of virtual reality, helping to make VR gaming more accessible and enjoyable for mainstream audiences. Carmack's work in virtual reality demonstrated his ability to adapt his skills to new technological paradigms while maintaining his commitment to technical excellence. Virtual reality presented unique challenges related to latency, frame rates, and user comfort that required innovative solutions and careful optimization. His contributions to VR technology helped establish the foundation for the current generation of virtual reality systems and demonstrated that the principles he had developed in traditional gaming could be successfully applied to emerging technologies. The transition to virtual reality also highlighted Carmack's evolution as a programmer and technologist. While his early work had focused primarily on maximizing performance on limited hardware, his VR work required him to consider human factors, user experience, and the physiological aspects of virtual reality. This broader perspective demonstrated his growth as a technologist and his ability to apply his technical skills to increasingly complex and multidisciplinary problems. Throughout his career, Carmack has been recognized not only for his technical achievements, but also for his intellectual approach to programming and problem solving. He has consistently demonstrated the ability to break down complex problems into manageable components and to develop elegant solutions that balance performance, functionality, and maintainability. His programming philosophy emphasizes the importance of understanding the underlying principles of computer systems and using that knowledge to create efficient and effective solutions. Carmack's influence on programming culture extends beyond his specific technical contributions to his role as an advocate for rigorous engineering practices and continuous learning. He has consistently emphasized the importance of measuring performance, profiling code, and making optimization decisions based on empirical data rather than assumptions. This scientific approach to programming has influenced countless developers and contributed to the overall improvement of software development practices throughout the industry. The legacy of John Carmack's work can be seen in virtually every aspect of modern gaming and real-time graphics programming. The techniques he pioneered in the 1990s formed the foundation for contemporary game engines, while his approaches to optimization and performance analysis continue to influence how developers approach complex programming challenges. The first-person shooter genre that he helped create remains one of the most popular and commercially successful categories of video games, while the modding communities that he supported have become integral parts of gaming culture. Perhaps most importantly, Carmack's career demonstrates the profound impact that individual technical excellence can have on entire industries. His innovations in graphics programming created new possibilities for interactive entertainment and helped establish gaming as a major cultural and economic force. The principles he established for engine development, performance optimization, and community engagement continue to guide the gaming industry and influence how developers approach the creation of interactive experiences. Looking at Carmack's career from a broader perspective, it represents a remarkable example of how deep technical expertise, combined with creative vision and a commitment to excellence, can drive fundamental changes in technology and culture. His work has not only entertained millions of people, but has also advanced the state of computer graphics programming and established new paradigms for human-computer interaction. The influence of his innovations continues to be felt throughout the technology industry, inspiring new generations of programmers and game developers to push the boundaries of what is possible with interactive technology.